Take a good hard look at the last few seasons of Seven Little Johnstons. Really look at them. Do you notice something changing? A subtle shift in the energy? If you have been paying attention, you know exactly what I am talking about. It is the Emma and Alex show now. We are watching a slow-motion takeover. Every time there is a laugh-out-loud moment, it's Emma being sassy. Every time there is a heartwarming viral clip, it is Alex being charming or navigating his first real romance. The camera loves them, the editors love them, and most importantly, the audience is obsessed with them. While the rest of the family is stuck in the same old repetitive loops, the two youngest Johnstons are becoming absolute superstars right before our eyes. And here is the controversial truth that nobody wants to say out loud. TLC knows this. In fact, they are banking on it. We have uncovered strong evidence suggesting that the network is actively grooming Emma and Alex to ditch the family dynamic and headline their very own spin-off series. The writing is on the wall, the plan is in motion, and today we are going to expose the entire strategy. But before we dive into the secret casting calls and the leaked details of this potential new show, I need you to do something huge for the channel. We are the only ones brave enough to dig this deep into the reality TV underground. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and know the news before it officially breaks, you need to smash that like button right now. Seriously, hit it until it breaks. And make sure you are subscribed to Seven Little Couple with notifications turned on. We are tracking this story closer than anyone else, and you do not want to miss the updates we have coming down the pipeline. Join the squad and let's get into the truth about the end of the Johnstons as we know them. Let's be brutally honest for a minute. We love the Johnstons, right? We have watched them for years. But let's look at the cold, hard reality of television ratings and audience retention. The original formula is running out of gas. It is running out of road. Think about the storylines we have been force-fed over the last 2 or 3 seasons. How many times can we watch Trent and Amber argue about home renovations? How many times can we watch them debate about furniture or have those awkward, forced conversations about parenting adult children who clearly just want to be left alone? It is becoming stale. The dynamic between Trent and Amber, while foundational to the show, has hit a ceiling. They have told their story. They have raised the kids. They have done the adoption arcs. They have done the health scare arcs. They have done the empty nest panic arcs. There is simply nothing left for them to do that feels fresh or exciting. They are falling into the same trap that the roll-offs fell into. They are becoming the boring parents who are just there to lecture the younger, more interesting cast members. And it is not just the parents. Let's look at the older kids. Jonah, Anna, and Liz. They were the focus for a long time, but their narratives have naturally concluded or hit a plateau. Liz is a mother now. She has her own life, her own heavy responsibilities, and her storyline has shifted from fun teen drama to serious adult parenting. That is great for real life, but for reality TV? It changes the demographic. It makes the show feel older. It makes the show feel heavier. Then you have Jonah. We have watched Jonah struggle with motivation, move out, move back in, and deal with his relationship issues for years. It feels repetitive. The audience is tired of the same will he or won't he get it together plotline. And Anna, who is arguably a fan favorite, has become so independent that she barely needs the show anymore. She is thriving. She has her own business. She has her own home. She has successfully launched. The tension is gone because she made it. She won. So where does that leave TLC? Where does that leave a network that thrives on drama, youth, and engagement? They have a massive problem. Their flagship show is aging out. The core cast is settling down. The drama is drying up. If they stick with the status quo, Seven Little Johnstons will slowly bleed viewers until it gets canceled. But TLC is smarter than that. They are masters of the spin-off. They know how to pivot. And the answer to their problem has been sitting at the dinner table the entire time. Emma and Alex. They represent the next generation. They represent the TikTok demographic. They are the bridge to the future. This isn't just speculation. Look at the data. Look at the way the episodes are structured now. I went back and analyzed the screen time allocation for the last season, and the results are staggering. In the early seasons, Emma and Alex were the cute sidekicks. They were there for comic relief. They had very little agency in the plot. But now, they are driving the A-plots. We are spending entire segments focused solely on Emma's clothing business, her branding, her social life. We are dedicating massive chunks of airtime to Alex's long-distance relationship, his emotional maturity, and his high school milestones. Why is the camera lingering on them so much longer than everyone else? Why are their confessionals becoming the most featured clips in the promotional trailers? It is because TLC is testing the waters. They are using the current seasons of 7 Little Johnstons as a backdoor pilot for the Emma and Alex show. They are conditioning us, the audience, to view them as the main characters. They are slowly pushing Trent, Amber, and the older siblings into the background, turning them into supporting characters in the Emma and Alex movie. It is a classic production technique. You don't just cancel a show and start a new one cold. You transition the audience. You make them fall in love with the new leads while the old show is still airing. That is exactly what is happening right now. Let's talk about social media, because in the modern age of reality TV, nothing happens on Instagram by accident. If you think Emma's exploding follower count and her perfectly curated feed are just a teenage hobby, you are being naive. This is a calculated marketing strategy. Look at the difference between Emma's social media presence and the rest of the family. Trent and Amber post like parents, blurry photos, family updates, promotional graphics provided by the network. Liz posts like a new mom. But Emma? Emma posts like an influencer. She posts like a brand. High-quality photos, trending audio, engagement bait questions, collaborations. She is building a distinct identity that is separate from the Johnston family umbrella. She is establishing herself as Emma Johnston, the icon, not just one of the 7 Little Johnstons. And Alex is right there with her. His glow-up has been weaponized by the marketing team. The comments on his posts are filled with people obsessed with his transformation, his politeness, and his relationship. He captures the female demographic perfectly. He is the heartthrob of the show now. TLC sees these metrics. They track the engagement. They know that when they post a clip of Trent making a dad joke, it gets a lukewarm response. But when they post a clip of Emma rolling her eyes or Alex doing something sweet for his girlfriend, the numbers go through the roof. That engagement is currency. That engagement is proof of concept for a spin-off. But here's where things get really interesting. We have received reports from insiders close to production that suggest this goes way deeper than just screen time and Instagram likes. We are hearing whispers about a specific project codenamed The Next Gen. Now keep in mind, networks use code names all the time to hide what they are filming from the public and the paparazzi. But the details we are piecing together are incredibly suspicious. There have been rumblings of a digital-first reality series being developed that focuses on young little people navigating the modern world. That sounds awfully specific, doesn't it? It sounds exactly like a description for a show starring Emma and Alex. Think about the timing. Both of them are reaching pivotal moments in their lives. High school graduation, college decisions, career launches. These are the golden years for reality TV. Shows like The Hills or Laguna Beach, or even the early days of the Kardashians thrived on this exact life stage. It is the era of maximum drama, maximum change, and maximum relatability for a younger audience. TLC knows that the parents raising kids format is dead. The young adults taking on the world format is the goldmine. By isolating Emma and Alex, they can shed the baggage of the older family members. They don't have to deal with the repetitive Trent and Amber dynamic. They can bring in a whole new cast of supporting characters, Emma's friends, Alex's college buddies, romantic interests. It allows them to reboot the franchise without officially rebooting it. Let's dig deeper into the protagonist shift we have witnessed. In recent episodes, have you noticed how the conflicts are framed? In the past, if Emma had a problem, the resolution came from Trent and Amber giving her advice. The scene would end with the parents' perspective. But now, if Emma has a problem, the scene focuses on her solving it. It focuses on her reaction, her feelings, her talking to the camera. The parents are becoming less of the solvers and more of the obstacles or just background noise. This is a deliberate narrative choice by the producers. They are training us to trust Emma's voice. They are training us to look to Alex for the emotional core of the episode. This is how you build a lead star. You give them the agency. You make the story about their internal world. And consider the financial aspect. This is the part that nobody talks about, but it drives every decision in Hollywood. The original cast of 7 Little Johnstons has been on the air for years. That means their contracts are expensive. Every time they renew, Trent, Amber, and the older kids negotiate for higher pay. A show with 7 main cast members who have 10 years of tenure is incredibly expensive to produce. But a spin-off? A spin-off with just 2 main leads, Emma and Alex, and a cast of friends who are paid entry-level reality TV rates? That is a bargain for TLC. They get to keep the brand recognition of the Johnston name, but they slash their production costs in half. It is a ruthless business move, but it makes perfect financial sense. They can market it as a fresh, hip new show, while secretly just cutting the budget by dumping the expensive parents and older siblings. We also need to look at the leaked information regarding casting. While we cannot officially confirm the document, there has been chatter on forums and industry message boards about a casting call in the Georgia area looking for charismatic friends of high-profile little people for a new docuseries. The breakdown specifically asked for teenagers aged 16 to 19 who are active on social media and comfortable in front of the camera. Now ask yourself, why would they be casting for friends of high-profile little people in Georgia if it wasn't for Emma and Alex? They aren't casting friends for Trent and Amber. They aren't casting friends for Liz. This specific demographic targets Emma and Alex's peer group exactly. This suggests that the production company is already building the ensemble cast that will surround them in the spin-off. They are looking for the villain friend, the funny friend, the drama starter. They are building a new universe around our two favorite stars. The evidence is mounting, and it paints a clear picture. The 7 Little Johnstons as a family unit is a sinking ship, not because they aren't loved, but because the format is exhausted. The lifeboat is Emma and Alex. They are the ones being groomed to carry the torch. And honestly, would we be mad about it? Think about a show that is just Emma running her business, dating, and dealing with college drama, with Alex providing the voice of reason and navigating his own love life. It sounds incredibly watchable. It sounds like the refresh the franchise desperately needs. But it also means saying goodbye to the family dinners, the group activities, and the constant presence of Trent and Amber. It means the end of an era. The strategy is brilliant in its subtlety. They haven't announced anything yet because they don't want to alienate the core fanbase who love the parents. They want to make the transition so seamless that you don't even realize you've stopped watching 7 Little Johnstons and started watching the Emma and Alex show until it's already happened. They are slowly boiling the frog. Week by week, the parents get a little less screen time, the older kids get a little less focus, and the spotlight shines a little brighter on the youngest too. By the time the official announcement comes, it won't be a shock. It will be a relief. It will feel like the natural evolution of the story. Wait until you hear what we found regarding the Johnston Kids pilot rumors in the next part of this video. We are going to break down the leaked title, the potential plot lines, and a fake, casting graphic that has been circulating in private Discord servers that blows this whole theory wide open. You are not going to believe the specific descriptions they used for the new cast members. It practically screams manufactured drama. We will also discuss why this move is essential for capturing the Gen Z audience that TLC is currently losing to YouTube and TikTok. We are entering the most explosive part of this investigation, so pay close attention. Everything we have discussed so far, the screen time shifts, the social media curation, the narrative changes, points to one singular event that we believe has already taken place behind closed doors. We are talking about the secret filming of a pilot episode. In the television industry, before a show is announced to the public, networks often film a sizzle reel or a proof-of-concept pilot to show executives. We believe this has already happened for the Emma and Alex spinoff. There have been sightings of camera crews in Georgia that were separate from the usual 7 Little Johnstons production schedule. These crews were smaller, more mobile, and focused entirely on locations frequented by Emma and Alex, specifically around potential college campuses and local hangouts that the parents never visit. The working title circulating in the rumor mill is Johnston Next Gen, though some sources suggest it might be branded as A Little Life, Emma and Alex, to capitalize on their individual names. The premise of this pilot is rumored to be the summer of change. It tracks the immediate aftermath of high school, the pressure of choosing a career path, and the emotional weight of potentially leaving the nest. But unlike the main show, which filters these events through Trent and Amber's parenting perspective, this pilot allegedly frames the world entirely through the eyes of the kids. No confessional interviews with mom and dad, no sit-down lectures at the kitchen table. Just raw, unfiltered, vlog-style reality TV that mimics the pacing of YouTube and TikTok. Let's talk about the smoking gun that practically confirms this theory. A few months ago, a casting call graphic appeared briefly on a casting website used for reality TV productions in the Atlanta area. It was taken down almost as quickly as it went up, but not before eagle-eyed industry watchers took note. We have recreated the description based on the leaked details. The casting call was looking for, and I quote, charismatic, high-energy individuals aged 16 to 19 to appear as supporting cast in a new reality series filming in Forsyth, Georgia. The description went on to say, must be comfortable appearing alongside high-profile talent and must have an active social media presence. We are looking for the best friend, the rival, and the romantic interest archetypes. Analyze that for a second. High-profile talent. Forsyth, Georgia. Ages 16 to 19. There is no other reality show in that specific zip code that fits this description. This wasn't a casting call for 7 Little Johnstons because that show already has its cast. You don't cast best friends for a show that is about a family unit unless you are fundamentally changing the structure of the show. This casting call was clearly looking to build an entourage for Emma and Alex. They need a supporting cast to fill the void left by the parents. If Emma and Alex move out or start their own show, they need people to interact with. They need drama that doesn't involve their siblings. This casting call is the blueprint for the spin-offs Season 1. They are manufacturing a new social circle to create storylines that appeal to a younger demographic. This leads us to the motive. Why would TLC risk alienating the loyal audience of 7 Little Johnstons? The answer is simple: demographics and money. The audience for the original show is aging. The people who started watching when the kids were babies are getting older, and the viewership numbers for traditional family reality shows are trending downward. But look at where the advertising money is going. It is going to Gen Z. It is going to platforms where Emma and Alex are already stars. TLC sees the analytics. They know that a show about parents renovating a bathroom appeals to 45-year-olds, but a show about influencers navigating college life and dating appeals to the 18 to 34 demographic, which is the holy grail for advertisers. By launching Emma and Alex into their own series, TLC secures the future of the franchise for another 10 years. They are essentially creating the next Little People, big world before the current one completely fades away. It allows them to tap into the viral nature of TikTok. Imagine the cross-promotion. Emma posts a Get Ready With Me video on TikTok that serves as a teaser for the episode airing that night on TLC. It creates a feedback loop that the older generation simply cannot replicate. Trent and Amber can't do that. Jonah and Liz can't do that effectively. Only Emma and Alex have the digital fluency to carry a multi-platform brand. Furthermore, let's look at the screen time evidence through the lens of recent storylines. Think about Alex's relationship. The show has dedicated an exorbitant amount of time to his girlfriend, her visits, and their FaceTime calls. This isn't just cute teenage romance. This is world building. The producers are establishing his girlfriend as a main character. They are investing airtime in her so that when the spin-off launches, the audience is already invested in their relationship. If this were just a regular season of the family show, we would get a few minutes of it here and there. But we are getting deep, emotional arcs about them. The same goes for Emma's business. We are seeing the inner workings of her shop, her pop-up events, and her stress levels. They are setting her up as a girl boss character, a narrative that is incredibly popular in reality TV right now. There is also a darker, more pragmatic reason for this split. The old and boring problem we mentioned earlier isn't just about storylines, it's about control. As reality stars get older, they become harder for producers to manipulate. Trent and Amber are seasoned pros. They know how the game is played. They know how to protect their image. They know what to say and what not to say. That makes for safe TV, but it makes for boring TV. Teenagers and young adults, however, they are volatile. They make mistakes. They are emotional. They say things they regret. That is gold for producers. A show centered on Emma and Alex, surrounded by a cast of other teenagers who are desperate for fame, creates a powder keg of drama that the original show can no longer provide. TLC wants that chaos back. They want the messy breakups, the friendship betrayals, the social media feuds. They can't get that from Trent and Amber anymore. So here's the timeline we are predicting. Mark this down. Save this video. We believe that the next season of 7 Little Johnstons will be the transition season. We will see a major plotline involving Emma and Alex making a decision to move out, perhaps to a shared apartment or a house near their college. The season finale will likely be an emotional cliffhanger, the parents waving goodbye as the moving truck pulls away. There will be tears, there will be a montage of memories, and it will feel like a series finale. But then, the screen will fade to black, and a title card will appear. Emma and Alex's journey continues coming this fall. This strategy allows TLC to have their cake and eat it too. They can keep 7 Little Johnstons on the air for occasional specials or shorter seasons focusing on Trent and Amber's empty nest life, satisfying the older viewers. But the main budget, the primetime slot, and the marketing push will shift to the new show. It is the exact same playbook they used for Counting On and other franchise expansions. They prune the branches that aren't growing and pour all the fertilizer onto the fresh sprouts. There is another layer to this fake casting call that we need to address. The description mentioned life in the digital age. This suggests the spinoff will break the fourth wall. We might see Emma and Alex dealing with haters, managing their DMs, and handling the pressure of being public figures. This is a very modern angle that reality TV is starting to embrace. The original show treats the cameras as invisible observers. The new show will likely acknowledge the fame. It will show the struggle of being a little person influencer. This meta-commentary is something Emma has hinted at in her social media posts, where she talks about the pressure of the public eye. The spin-off gives them the platform to explore that theme fully, creating a grittier, more realistic vibe that separates it from the polished, family-friendly tone of the original series. We also have to consider the Jonah factor. Why isn't Jonah getting a spin-off? Why not Liz? It comes down to marketability and charisma. Jonah's storylines have been heavy and often downtrodden. While relatable, they aren't aspirational. Liz has settled into a domestic life that mirrors her parents. Emma and Alex, however, represent potential. They are at the age where anything can happen. They are the blank slates. They are also the most fashion-forward and trend-conscious of the siblings. In the visual medium of television, looking the part matters. Emma's style evolutions and Alex's glow-up are visually engaging. They look like stars. TLC knows that to launch a new show in this competitive landscape, you need leads who can grace the cover of magazines and pop on an Instagram Explore page. Emma and Alex fit that bill perfectly. Now let's talk about the fake clickbait bombshell regarding the pilot's potential conflict. Rumors suggest the pilot features a massive blowout fight between Emma and the new Friends cast. This is classic reality TV structuring. They need a conflict to hook viewers immediately. The theory is that the producers engineered a situation where Emma's loyalty to her family is tested against her desire to fit in with her new social circle. This family versus friends dynamic is a trope that never fails. It allows for cameos from Trent and Amber to scold her or advise her, while firmly placing the drama in the new world. If this pilot exists, and all signs point to yes, it is sitting in a vault at TLC headquarters right now, waiting for the green light to be slotted into the schedule. The grand conclusion is inevitable. The 7 Little Johnstons, as we know it, is on life support. Not because it's bad, but because it has accomplished its mission. It introduced the world to this family, it educated us, and it entertained us. But television is a business of evolution. If you don't evolve, you die. TLC is cutting the dead weight. They are preparing to launch the rocket ship that is Emma and Alex. We are witnessing the changing of the guard. The repetitive arguments about furniture and grades are about to be replaced by dating apps, influencer parties, and college rivalries. So, what does this mean for us, the viewers? It means we need to prepare for a goodbye. We need to prepare for the end of the cozy, safe family dynamic we have watched for years. But we should also be excited. Emma and Alex have proven they have the charisma to carry a show. They are funny, they are smart, and they are navigating a world that is very different from the one their parents grew up in. A spin-off isn't just a cash grab, it's a necessary step to keep their stories relevant. If you are a fan of the Johnstons, you need to read between the lines of the next few episodes. Watch the screen time. Watch the editing. Watch how the producers are subtly telling you who the real stars are. The clues are there. The plan is in motion. And remember where you heard it first. When the press release drops, when the trailer hits YouTube, and when everyone is shocked that Emma and Alex are leaving the nest for their own show, you can say you knew it was coming. This is the future of the franchise. It's young, it's digital, and it belongs to Emma and Alex. The parents had a great run, but the next generation is here to take over. If you want to stay updated on every leak, every casting rumor, and every piece of evidence regarding this secret spinoff, you need to subscribe to this channel. We are digging deeper than anyone else. We are monitoring the production schedules, the social media activity, and the industry chatter. Do not miss the next video where we will be analyzing Emma's recent cryptic Instagram stories that might just reveal the location of the new filming set. Hit the like button if you think Emma and Alex deserve their own show, and comment down below. Do you think Trent and Amber will be jealous of their kids' success? Let's get the conversation started. Thanks for watching 7 Little Couple, and we will see you in the next exclusive update.